Ooh, hey y'all. What's the deal? I know I missed y'all last Wednesday and Monday, so hey Chronic Curl, so y'all have to forgive me for not being present. Your girl was busy. But nonetheless, I got some stuff to bring to y'all. Hold on a second. Let me fix my my light. Woo. Hold on, y'all. All right. Hope it wasn't too much of my business in the camera. How is everybody? I hope you guys are doing great. Having a wonderful Wednesday. It's hump day. And I'm just here to catch y'all up on what I didn't get a chance to catch you guys up with on Monday. But as always, if you have any questions about anything taxes related, credit related, or any of these programs, please let me know. All right. So I'm just going to run it down and then you guys tell me what you need. Okay. Or what your questions are. So a lot of you guys have been asking me about the sweet lawsuit. Okay. The sweet lawsuit has a lot to do with the borrower's defense application. So some of you have inboxed me and said, hey, I received an email saying my loans were going to be dismissed. And now I got an email saying it's on hold. What's happening? So basically, if you got one of those emails and you're looking for Uncle Joe to wipe out your loans, that was not approved. It's still kind of in limbo, okay? As I always tell you guys, don't look for it. I just don't believe it's something that's going to ever happen. But you guys can apply for the borrower's defense application, okay? The reason that I'm going to keep stressing this, guys, is because it is only going to be open for a certain amount of time, and then they're not going to take any more applications, okay? If you look in the IRS tax publications, which I know y'all not, they give Department of Education until 2025, okay, to have this handled. We're already in 2023, okay, and some of y'all still don't even know about this program. So if that is you or that is somebody that you know, please don't let them look like the fool, okay? Please let them know that they can fill out that application. There are over 200, at least 100, or at least almost 200 schools on the list. So I'm not understanding why some of y'all are not taking advantage of that, okay? All right, Alana says, I got a letter from the IRS saying, what's IG? Okay, now let me tell y'all, I've been having some people getting letters from the IRS. Now, y'all know, I'm not a I told you so type of person, but I am going to remind you that I told you, okay? So this is for tax preparers. This is also for individuals who are getting their taxes done, okay? And let me pause for a second. If this is your first time watching me, you have not watched me before, please hit like. Follow your girl, send me a heart or share, whatever. I also am a YouTuber under the same name. You can follow me on Instagram, YouTube and Facebook. Okay. I try to post in, on my stories on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And I'll tell y'all guys what I posted in a second last night, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. So, I try to be the person that's in between, because one thing y'all will know about the government, they will tell you something, but they won't tell you how to get there, and they won't tell you how to do it. And then that's why a lot of us are not taking advantage of what is out there for us, because we don't know how to get to it. So that is where I try to come in at. Okay, so let me be your liaison, your conduit, right here in the middle to get you from point A to point B. All right. So borrower's defense. All right. If you have not done it, please fill out your 26-page application. If you do not know how to do it, you can go to my website, shamikasaves.com. And go ahead and book an appointment, and I'm going to get you set up to get your application turned in. Yes, I have had individuals actually do the application and get their loans wiped off. Okay, so boom. Moving on. The IRS is sending letters for a couple of reasons. One, you are claiming children that you have not claimed before. And now they want to know who are these kids and how are they not related, but how are they associated with you? Okay. The second thing is you guys are having identity theft. You guys have reported identity theft to the IRS, and now you cannot get your taxes because you do not have your IP pin, and you probably do not know how to verify yourself online. And now you either have to go to an actual location to meet up with someone at the IRS to verify, or you have to call. That's another reason. Another thing that I've seen, some people are getting IRS letters from previous years, especially COVID years. Okay. So that is 2019, 2021. Let's just go there. Okay. Of your self-employment. So if you are, if you've ever filed self-employment, first off, let me tell you, I don't want anybody to get scared, but you should always have copies of your tax forms. How many of y'all have reached out to your tax person this year and said, can I get a copy of what you did for me last year? Why don't you have it? You should. Okay. That means they either give it to you as soon as they finish your taxes, or you need to keep up with your emails. And the reason I'm saying that is if you get audited, the IRS don't give you no paper showing exactly what the person did for you. Their only thing they're going to show you is what they are not agreeing with. All right. So you need to have, especially at least the last 3 years, y'all, keep them on your desktop somewhere. Keep them printed out somewhere so you can have access to them, because people are getting audited for those, especially for kids. I'm sorry. Okay. And not audited like you got to go in and talk to somebody. They'll do a desk audit. They'll send you a letter out. Remember, if you guys get a letter that says C and P at the top right hand corner, that is a computer generated letter, and you need to make a copy of it ASAP, because the IRS will never print that letter out again, nor do they have a copy. So you can call them and say, hey, I got a letter stating da 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 da, and guess what they're gonna say? We don't see that in the system. Now, the system's broke. We know that, okay? It don't make no sense to send me a letter that y'all can't even look at while I'm talking to you about it. But that is how it is. We can't do nothing about it. So I would tell you, if you get one of those letters that say CP and then it has numbers after it, keep it, okay? Take a picture of it, all right? It's very easy to get a coffee stain, get it wet, anything. Take a picture, put it in your phone so that you will always have it, all right? Let me see what y'all saying. Real quick. And again, if you haven't followed, please do. And thank you guys for being here tonight. Hey, Mo, I know I was thinking about you all on Wednesday. I'm like, Mo is probably mad at me. So yes, girl, I'll be feeling bad when I don't be here for y'all. All right. So I am back. It says, I got a letter from the IRS saying I got a car in North Carolina. I never lived in North Carolina. What can I do? So if you have a letter, I'm not even sure why the IRS would even send you a letter saying that you have a car in North Carolina, because that is not something that the IRS usually tracks down. Okay. So maybe what is happening is maybe someone did your taxes and maybe they did a state return, and maybe you're getting a letter from your state taxes. Now, it could be IRS, but I'm just not sure why they would say anything about a vehicle to you unless somebody put in a credit for a vehicle credit, or maybe someone did something on self-employment. That doesn't really make sense to me. But Alana, we ain't even going to worry about that, sis. Reach out to you, girl. Send me an email. Go to the website, whatever. Send me a screenshot, girl. I will definitely explain to you and tell you exactly what that letter is saying. But they usually do not care about what kind of vehicle you're driving. What was the program called? What program, Artwork? And let me get my phone, because I do have a couple programs for y'all, okay? So if you're in Florida, y'all know I keep driving home that point that y'all need to hit up that My Safe Florida Home program, okay? The inspectors are coming out for the free. They are inspecting your house for the free. Y'all know that's my favorite word. And basically, the state, okay, somebody in Tallahassee will get back in touch with you and let you know how much they can give you towards fixing up your home. Now, you will probably have to come out the pocket with something, but don't be alarmed. I'm almost certain that they're going to have some program that's in conjunction with that program to help people who have low income, okay? Hey, Violet. So if you are in Florida, please go sign up for the My Safe Florida Home program so your house can be inspected, all right? Just do it, okay? Let me see. Peace and blessings. I inbox you and you never respond. Imani, where you inbox me on? If you inbox me on TikTok, I probably won't respond because I don't really know how to operate it. Okay, don't tell nobody. So I don't really see the messages like I should. So if you need to message me, because I definitely respond to y'all. Okay, you can call, you can email me, or send me a message on Facebook, Instagram. Hey, or go to my website. People message me on the website. So I'm not hard to find, and I'm definitely not hard to reach. You just probably sent me a message on TikTok, and I am not there. Okay. Hey, not today, sir. Okay, let me see. So the applications. I'm not sure if I missed you, Mo, because y'all know I get to talking, and I won't tell y'all which one. So remind me what I said, so I can tell you which program that is. Okay. Hey, Robert Jones, how you doing? Let me keep going. Okay. So that is what's basically happening with your taxes. All right. So I don't know if y'all have any issues. Did y'all file? Do y'all have any questions? Okay. I still find that a lot of you parents are still not claiming your children, and y'all letting them file. I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all that if the child live in that house with you and they got a job, you can claim them and they can claim themselves also. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Artwork. Good. Yes. Get that application for the borrower's defense. Amani. Maybe you going to my, okay. Don't worry. I'll go and find your message tonight, because I normally do not miss. So I definitely will get back to you. I apologize. Yes, Cassie, my safe Florida home. Yes. And let me tell y'all too, if y'all know somebody that is a contractor, okay, they're a home inspector. Okay, here goes the hustle in me. The program is also looking for individuals to go out and inspect. Okay, so anytime y'all see programs like this, most time they have an application for people who want to use the program, and then they also have applications for people who want to help administer the program so that they can get a little bit of that government money. Okay, so you know anybody that's a home inspector or contractor or roofer or whatever, just go in there and see. I believe they're doing like wind mitigation and some other stuff. So if you think that is you, then you need to go on and get signed up, because Florida is a pretty big state. Okay. And I don't know why they're not talking about it. I know why, because they don't want people to use the good money that our good old uncle puts out for us. So if y'all want to sleep on the change, go right ahead, because I know who's not. Okay. All right. Let me see what else y'all talking about. And then, okay, it says, what if about an offer in compromise if you owe a lot? Well, you can absolutely do an offer in compromise with the IRS if that's something that you choose to do. My opinion is you need to evaluate your credit, and see how much debt you are in overall. I'm not talking about student loans, and I'm not talking about your mortgage, and I'm also not talking about a car that you drive. I am talking about everything else. If you find that you are in a large amount of debt, you may have assets, you may not have assets. I always tell everybody, you should always look at the possibility of filing for bankruptcy. It cannot hurt to see if it fits. A lot of people are doing offer and compromises, but when you say you owe a lot, well, what's a lot? And an offer and compromise, for those that do not know, if you owe the IRS money, they do have a lot of payment plans. You can pay a regular monthly payment plan if you choose, where you just choose what your amount is, break up your payments. They are going to snatch your tax refund every year and take your monthly payments until it's paid. Now, smart folks go and do a little digging to see if there's alternatives, okay? And there are. If you're an individual that you are on a fixed income, you're on Social Security, disability, and you owe the IRS, you can apply for what's called a hardship. And that hardship basically is where they say, okay, we know you owe us. We're going to keep it in the back of our mind, but we're not going to collect. But in the event that you start to make more money, we're going to come back and say, pay us. Okay. Then you have the other option, which is an offer and compromise. And an offer and compromise, y'all know how y'all see those commercials on TV that goes, are you in a lot of debt? Come take advantage of the IRS Fresh Start program. There ain't no Fresh Start program, okay? The Fresh Start program is nothing but the offer and compromise, okay? And basically what that is you say, hey, I owe $20,000, but I'm going to offer y'all $12,000 down. right now, and I'll pay y'all another $3,000, and I'll make it 15, and see if y'all will accept it. And y'all is the IRS, okay? Now the IRS can say, sure, we'll take it. Remember, the biggest catch to offer and compromise, and I do see y'all questions, I'm gonna get to in a minute. It has a lot to do with how much you put down. Now you can't go to the IRS and say, I owe $20,000, I'm gonna put down $2,000, and I'm only gonna pay y'all $7,000 more, and that's it. They're probably not gonna go with that, okay? So the larger the down payment, the better. Then you can choose to make monthly payments. They will make an agreement. But here is what the IRS does. So say the IRS accepts your $15,000, meaning they take your, not 15, they take your $10,000 that you may put down in cash. If they don't agree with the rest of the plan, they done cashed your check. And you can't get it back, okay? So there's like the mob over in this piece, all right? So I'm just letting y'all know. If you choose to do an offer and compromise, you need to be comfortable if they say no, they won't agree with the payment plan that you selected. They will take your money, and then they will counter back and say, hey, we don't want $2,000 more, we want $5,000 more. So that is their right, okay? And then your other option is, of course, you could file bankruptcy. The IRS it says that a person who has IRS debt that is 2 years or more, 2 years or more, or 2 years or older, it can be thrown into a bankruptcy. So some of y'all may not even need to pay, and y'all not filing and running from the IRS, and don't even need to. Come on from behind that couch, okay? You ain't got to be scared. The Uncle Sam don't bite. All right, so let me go back to y'all questions real quick. And again, if you are watching for the first time, please follow before Mo tells me I got to tell y'all, all right? It says, does it matter if the daughter lives with me and is 24, works, and I can still claim her? Is your daughter in school, Yodelee? You can claim your child as a dependent if you if you provide more than half of her income. If she's in college, then absolutely yes, because college students can go up to the age of 24. But if she's not, then she's too old to be a dependent. That is what makes the difference, is if they're still in school. If they're not in school, you can still claim them up to 18, okay? It says, no one gives free advice in game like Shamika, I swear. Thank you, Chronic Curls, I appreciate it. That's part of the reason why I do what I do, is because I get so many calls from y'all, which I appreciate, inbox, which I appreciate, WhatsApps, I get all kind of stuff. And I am so surprised of how this stuff just don't connect. It just don't connect. And I'm gonna give y'all a good example of it in a minute when I get to it. But they give one half of the info, and then they wonder why ain't nobody using this stuff. Because ain't nobody talking about it, okay? It says, why would your taxes be under review? For many reasons, humble heart. First thing I tell somebody, if somebody tells me their taxes are under review, the first question I ask are, who are you claiming that you did not claim before? There is something that you did that more than likely stood out different than what you've done in the previous years. Are you claiming self-employment for the very first time? Are you going from being a dependent under your parents until now you're an adult? Usually what causes reviews are changes. So if you had a change, I would say that is why. If you had no change, then it was just your number. I am going to do a video on YouTube because I did just read this review. I don't think it was from Harvard. It was another one of them prestigious schools. But they did a study on the IRS and how they target people. Now, if you have not been seeing, y'all been asleep, but it has been proven now that the IRS targets Black people 2.9 times more than anybody else. Now, they also do brown people as well. Not as many, but close, all right? So the IRS will not allow anybody to see how they choose to select individuals, right? But there was a couple tests done, and it comes to find out that the IRS, we're going to put this in air quotes. The IRS basically chooses individuals who are not able to have access to legal representation, and also poor individuals, because they expect poor people to do more fraud. Now, hold on for a second. Please, everybody, don't fall out. I fell out when I saw that, okay? Because, They poor. They're going to have tax preparers lie. Y'all see, I tell y'all every week that when y'all go to these tax preparers and y'all asking them and y'all trying to force them to hook me up. Can't you get me more than that? Those days are going to be, well, not going to be. They are slowly going away. You are not going to be able to sit here and keep finagling these taxes like you once were, because it's been proven that they audit the people who do it the most. Now, I'm not saying other races don't do it, but the statistics ain't lying, okay? So, y'all know if the maths, it maths. And we're not gonna argue with that, okay? I deal with tax customers, so I know all the time. And by chance you need your taxes done and you have not filed, and or you got past years you haven't filed, or you need to amend, or you got a letter from the IRS, please hit the link in the bio so I can help you out, okay? So black and brown people are definitely being targeted. So if you are a black and a brown person, you need to walk light when it comes to handling or how you handle your taxes or who you have handle your taxes. Because if your tax preparer's office is being audited, you won't know, and neither will they. But if you know that all of their people are all of a sudden not going there no more because everybody's starting to get a letter, more than likely that tax company, because everybody's going to use one EFIN number and it's all going to be traced to that tax office. If that tax office is getting a whole lot of unwanted attention, so are you, clients. It's just how it goes, okay? So I'll move past that. Let me see what y'all talking about, all right? Hey, First Keisha, it says, if a child was not claimed after e-file, how do I amend it? If a child was not claimed, how do you amend? First, if you have to do an amendment, please wait until you get your refund. Do not do an amendment beforehand, okay? So, and if I'm talking to a couple ladies who I've done your taxes and you got a W-2 that came in after, please send me a message so we can amend your taxes. I let everybody know, if you mess up after you file, wait until you get your money, then do your amendment, because the money that's going to be coming to you later, that ain't going to come for about 3-4 months. Okay. They're going to take their precious time cutting you the rest of that check. But if you amend before you get your first refund, then all of your money is going to be on hold. Right. Now, a lot of y'all should have already got y'all money. If you have children, the PATH Act restrictions have been lifted as of the 20th. So if you filed before early enough, you should have already gotten your money. If you have not, your money should be coming. The easiest way to know is to go and pull your tax transcripts. Sometimes you'll be able to see the date on where's my refund, but if it's not showing, go and pull your tax transcripts. I will also tell you, do not always count that money on the day. Give it a day. But the tax transcript will give you a good enough, accurate guesstimate of when that money's coming. Okay. It says, can IRS take your state check for a bill not paid for EMS service? Hey, Miss Honeybun, it depends. The IRS can take or seize those funds if your state sent a bill to the Department of Treasury letting them know to intercept your refund for a bill owed to the state. It can happen. They do it with child support, but it doesn't mean that they did. If they took your money, you should have a tax code. Go to Where's My Refund, and you should have a tax code that will let you know that your money has been offset. If it has been offset, you can just call the Treasury hotline. Let me give you the phone number. Somebody please type it in. 800-304-3104. I'm going to say it one more time. 800-304-3104. That is the Treasury offset hotline. I tell everybody to call before you file your taxes so you know to expect money or not to. Okay. But if your money was taken, that is how you will know. Okay. And yes, they can take money from the state. All right. Let me see what else y'all talking about. Yes, Imani, hit me up then. If I can help you at all, please let me know. Let me see. You've been audited 4 times. Well, if you've been audited 4 times, it's either you keep going back to the same tax preparer, or you are possibly doing something and they're keeping their eye on you. I will say that most people who get audited, you can't mess around with your taxes for at least the next couple of years, because they doing this. Okay, they watch it to make sure you don't do it again. And if you got audited and you end up owing a balance, they're definitely going to watch the rest of your tax refunds, because they know that most people are going to finagle the taxes to make it become the amount that you owe so that they can give you a refund and wipe out your balance. Why people think the IRS dumb? They not. They know. Okay, they are. Thank you, Vel. I'm telling people need to get serious. Okay, I'm glad you heard that on local news. Thank you. It says, tell me why it takes so long to get an amendment that I filed for. Because the IRS has a separate team that does these amendments. They get processed later. And when you do an amendment, if you go on the IRS website, it tells you it can take up to 20 weeks, okay? So do not file an amendment unless you absolutely have to. If you mess up on your bank account number, your routing number, don't do an amendment to change it. Pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, I put my information in wrong for my bank. Send me a paper check. They'll do it. You don't have to worry about an amendment, okay? Anything else, you're going to be waiting up to 20 weeks. It says, Keisha says, I need a work from home job. Black Cherry says, your teeth are super white. You know what? Let me tell y'all a trick. Lipstick, okay? I have always pretty had white teeth, but I'm going to tell you what I do, what I trick and do. I use baking soda, okay? I don't know about nobody else, but I be, okay? My mama used to teach us, we were very young. We used to stick toothbrush right in the baking soda, hit them teeth up. You know, we're probably scratching the enamel off, but it's okay. My teeth can be thin, but they white. So that's what I use, but you could use lemons, you could use strawberries, you could do oil pulling, and that's when you take the sunflower seed oil or some other oil, and you gargle with it, and you suck it in between your teeth. I don't know if any of y'all ever done oil pulling, but I have done that, and I think it makes a difference. So, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Love you too, Imani, okay? Y'all know I be bored, so this is what your girl do, okay? This is what I do. I be waiting all day and go and get a whole bunch of information and then come. All right, so somebody says they need a work from home job. I think we all do, but let me tell you, work from home jobs are starting to be it now, okay? I'm telling y'all better start looking at being these IAs, what did I say the IAs were, guys? The insurance adjusters, okay? I mean, hell, you can work for any of these what do you call them places where you're on the phone all the time, teleconference centers, whatever. They're hiring from home. Y'all know I always tell y'all to go to Arise, ARISE, because you can work from home right there through them. I know some people work for them, and some people liked it, some people didn't like it. I just think it depends on you. Somebody, since y'all are all smart geniuses over here, that needs to be an idea for somebody. Somebody needs to gather together remote jobs and make a website for it. Okay? Get that information and put it out and sell. It could be a list. You can sell it for 99 cents on your website. I'm just saying I just made somebody a rich person because everybody wants to work from home. So who's the person going to provide it? Somebody that's watching, hopefully. Make it so we can all share it and we all can work from home. You can work from home on social media too. Let me tell you that. All right. Let me see what else y'all saying. Okay, Leanna, come on. Let me get with you. It says, what percent of black people work for the IRS? You know, that is a very good question. I don't know. Well, you know what? They do make that type of stuff available. I don't know what percentage of people that work for the IRS. I would be quite interested to see. I am in a group with a lot of IRS employees. And from what I am reading, they are overworked, not trained, and basically given a book and say, study and learn this, and now we want you to operate. Now, when you go and you get a job for the IRS, you're not just going to be at the IRS checking everybody's taxes. You will be assigned to a team. Your job may be just to look at Schedule C, self-employment. Your other job may be looking at K-1s, looking at 1102s. Those are people who file business taxes. So they're spread out. And I will say that if you have someone that's in college, one of these college-age students, tell them to get a job at the IRS. Okay, one, they're never going anywhere. Okay, I don't care what they talk about in Congress. They're not going anywhere because somebody's going to need to manage the money they take from us. Okay, and then two, the IRS loves hiring young people. Why? And I'm going to tell you, in the next 10 years, that is also why they're bringing on the 89,000 employees. Is the IRS is going to lose almost a half of his workforce, and instead of hiring them back, they're going to make each person do the job of two people. Okay, so one thing is, if you get in, you got job security. Now, you're probably gonna be miserable, but you got job security. And if anybody knows, you get a chance to work for the government, whether it's federal or state, you in there. Okay, we need retirement checks over here. We ain't got time just to make these weekly, these bi-weekly checks. I need to know that I'm gonna work, and after so many years, I'm gonna get a check. So I encourage people to go and get them a government job. All right. Let me see. Do you know how I can dispute an incorrect 1099-C? Yes. If you have an incorrect 1099-C, contact the individual that sent it to you and you can have them correct it. But you need to make sure that you are correct, okay? Make sure you have proof. If you do not know what a 1099-C is, that is for you individuals who paid off your debt for a lesser amount than is owed. And they send you a bill, or not a bill, they'll send you a 1099-C, which stands for cancellation of debt, showing that you now have to claim that on your taxes. And it will affect your refund, okay? So if it's incorrect, make sure you have proof showing that you paid the amount. They usually don't send you a contract out. So just make sure you have that information because they ain't just going to go off of your word. So you're going to have to be able to prove it to them that it's incorrect. And I'm not talking about proving it to the IRS. I'm talking about proving it to the individual that sent it to you. It says the government does the same thing with firing employees. They target poor people who can't afford representation. And I'm glad that people know. I think people should be aware of that. That in this game, I always joke and say I love my uncle, but I also understand that they are not my friend. Okay, they're not your friend. Okay, they're not your enemy, but they're not your friend. They'll let you live, but they definitely not gonna let you excel. That's the difference. Okay. You are very welcome, Miss Raymond. I don't know how to say that, Ramon. All right, let me keep going. I've been making payments because of over 5 years. Can I now ask for an offer and compromise to pay them off? Yes, you can. You absolutely can. I'll do an offer and compromise at any time. If you've been paying for 5 years and you still have a large balance, I would tell you, Miss Sharon, to make sure you look at bankruptcy if it is something that is possible for you to do. Because even if you did a Chapter 13, you will still pay less back to the IRS than what you owe in full. Okay? Can a person owning an urgent care claim lost revenue? I was told a medical facility cannot. Well, let's take a look at that. Hold on. Now that's something new for me. I've not heard it, but I'm gonna, you know what? Let me pull it up on my phone, and I'm gonna look and let y'all know. All right, and congratulations if you own a medical center, Miss Harvey. That is freaking awesome. Okay, and I am gonna get your answer. It says I had a solar installed. Oh boy, I hate these solars. On 2022, I am not getting the full credit. How can I get you? Let me tell y'all, they lied to y'all when they told y'all about these solar credits. They told you could get up to $12,000 back. First, the credit is not cash. The credit is just what it says, a credit. Just like you have store credit in a store, it is the same thing. The difference is, there's no difference because with store credit, you don't get a refund. It just always stays in the store. So, for example, with the IRS, when you do that solar credit, they're going to put in what you paid. And you can only take so much the first year, and then you take so much the second year, but you never really see an increase in your taxes. Why? Because there's an income requirement, okay? And some of you may be past it. Some of you may be over it or under it. And then you don't qualify to get the full credit. Now, if you don't understand your taxes, I can look at them and read you and explain to you why you didn't get your full credit, but you would have to show me one from last year. And hopefully for this year, because you can't take it all in 1 year. Okay. So hold on. I'm going to have to get that question about the medical clinic too. Should I have gotten all my W-2s by now? Absolutely. If you have not gotten all your W-2s, if you haven't even gotten all your 1099s, you ain't got to wait for nobody. Okay. Go right onto the IRS website, and the IRS website has where you can sign in and go and pull your tax transcripts, your wage and earning transcripts. You can go and get those, and it will be all of the information. Let me show you. I just did one. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this that well. I'm going to cover up this person's info. Well, it doesn't even matter because IRS don't show nothing. But it looks like that, okay? It looks just like this. You probably can't make no sense of it, but if the person is doing your taxes, knows how to do taxes, they should be able to read this. And this is what your wage and earnings transcript. This person said they didn't have any W-2s, and they asked me to send it. So this one is the W-2 part. And I'll show you because it'll say, okay, bam, W-2. Can y'all see that? It says W-2. Then this says 1099G. So this person got unemployment. And down here it says 1099, 1099R. So this person also pulled money out of their retirement. So just in those 2 pages were 3 different forms that the person didn't know that they could pull up, but they absolutely can. And you guys can do the same. So please make sure you do that, okay? All right, hold on. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I'm probably going to have to do the medical expense question, the medical clinic question. Send me a message on go to my website and send me a message. And I'll send you a publication because I'm seeing something different, okay? A business should be able to write off its expenses regardless of what field it is in. It is a business. I haven't seen anything say anything different, okay, Miss Lynn? Please get at me, all right? And you too, Maurice Award. If I know you're probably not happy with that solar credit. I mean, I want to tell people, please get solar, but they don't always give you. And let me tell you, if y'all going to take these credits or any of these new packages and these things that they give you because they're trying to move us away from gas and we become more green, please get the IRS publication. Now, I know y'all don't want to read through the whole thing, but you need to understand the amounts that you can earn. Because if you don't, you won't get it. Case in point, I had a young lady. She made $26,000 for the year. She completed her taxes herself. She brought me her 1040 and said, why am I not getting earned income credit? I worked. I earned my money. And I said, well, usually the tax software isn't wrong. So if it didn't give it to you, there's a reason. Now, I had to prove to her what the reason was. But the reason was she made too much money for a single person to receive her $500 of earned income credit. I don't make the rules. That's just what she made, okay? So she was unable to get it. Now, most people don't know that going into it. But if you are going to walk into a place and buy a refrigerator that's energy efficient or wash and dryer or a solar panel, whatever, look at the IRS publication guide. Don't listen to those salespeople because that's exactly what they are. Salespeople, and they're going to lead you off a cliff and you're going to be upset like a lot of other people I had come to me because they didn't get any money back. All right. It says deposit receive. Is there a way to amend online via TurboTax? TurboTax, have I ever amended in TurboTax? I don't think TurboTax has an amend section. I don't think so. That's a very good question. From what I remember, I don't remember them having one. Now, if they do, you will have to search it in the question section to see if you can amend. They may, but I haven't seen it. My website is shamikasaves.com. It is my whole TikTok, Monica, my Facebook, YouTube. That's the name, okay? How do the solar panels tax credit work? Well, y'all hit me with the stuff. I actually got to go in here and explain. Let me see. Solar panels. Hold on. Because this was everybody was doing this last year. All right. So it says if you're a homeowner that installed a solar panel system in 2022, you are eligible to claim a federal tax credit that covers 30% of the following. Okay. Now listen. A tax credit does not mean refundable. All right. We got to understand IRS terminology or IRS speak, okay? So a credit means just what I said. When they say you get a tax credit, look at that like a store credit in a store. That ain't no money in your hand. You could just get stuff and leave. So meaning if you have taxes, you didn't pay enough in taxes, putting that solar panel in, the 30% tax credit may eat up some of the money that you owe. That is all that it is going to do, okay? So hopefully you got your 30%. It says the solar panel cost, solar panel equipment. So it does. It gives you a credit of 30%. So it may have that. That's why I said, let me see your tax forms because I can show you that the software already worked out the computation to show you that they gave you your tax credit. You just don't understand it because probably your tax person can't explain it to you. Okay. It says you have to go under your profile. All right. So good. Thank you, Ms. Reese. So Ms. Reese says, yes, you can amend in TurboTax. You have to go under your profile. Listen when you do your amendments. Just in case TurboTax doesn't say, please always list why you are amending. If you are amending your taxes just to change from single to head of household, please list that. The IRS getting amendments that have no reason, that means they have to take longer to process because now they got to go back in your first taxes and compare that to the new amendment. But if you do an amendment and you list what you changed, all they got to do is look for that. I'm just saying. Okay. It says, what about if I pay a monthly amount for solar panels? Well, if you pay a monthly amount for solar panels, then you probably may or may not get that credit, because if you're financing them, you can't get the credit. So this is mostly for people who got it. I don't know. It says if you're a homeowner that installed a solar panel system, it doesn't say if it has to be financed or not. Hold on. Residential clean energy credit. Okay, it says it's been extended through 2034. It says, yes, 30% of the installed system cost through 2032. And then after that, it's going to go down the amount that they give. So basically, they are incentivizing you guys. And that's one thing y'all have to pay attention to when you're dealing with the government, especially the IRS. They will incentivize and tell you what to do. If you guys want to know where to start a business, look at what the IRS is giving people. Solar panels is probably the best thing going right now. Why? Because everybody wants to get that 30% tax credit because they are ill-informed and thinking that, dang, it's going to give them some money back. But it doesn't, okay? Not saying you shouldn't get it, but you should just be educated on what you're going to get so you ain't mad later when you don't get it. But again, I always believe in looking every year to see what the IRS is going to give somebody a credit for, because the IRS basically shapes the businesses, okay? So if the IRS is giving people a tax credit, then guess what? People are going to start having businesses that have to deal with solar. And that should tell us consumers that, that means the government might be moving away from electric, because why are they giving people a credit to do it? So anytime I want to know where the world is going, I just look at what the IRS is doing, and that will tell me enough. Just like cryptocurrency. Nobody wanted to get crypto. Nobody. But what happened? The IRS started making y'all track it, and people started dumping cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin went down. But look at Bitcoin now. It is going slowly up, up, up. And did y'all know, and I'm going to look at y'all questions, the Federal Reserve, because they're not the government. The Federal Reserve has now started working with credit card companies. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to create a digital currency. The same thing that they were just telling y'all, don't get. It's a sham. You're going to lose your money. It's bad. But the Federal Reserve is now creating a digital currency. So I'm just saying, sooner or later, your dollar is going to be worth garbage. All right. So buy y'all some gold, buy y'all some silver, and get into cryptocurrency. All right. That's one thing I'm definitely not interested in, but I'm going to have to force myself to get into it because I know that is where we're going. All right. So I'm just saying. What are y'all saying? It says, if you catch out your pension, will you pay double taxes when you claim the cash payment? Bam, bam. That is such a good question. When you catch out your pension, you will get a 1099-R. And basically what is going to happen is, as soon as you catch out your pension, say Merrill Lynch is holding your money. Merrill Lynch is going to tax you 10% before they even give you a check. Then they're going to send you a 1099-R, and you're going to put that into your tax system. And then the IRS is going to hit you with another 10%. Okay, but if you withdrew your money under certain situations or circumstances, the IRS waives the 10% penalty. Maurice, you can contact me by just going to my go to my website, shamikasaves.com. Send me a message. I'll reply to you, and then we can figure out how we want to talk so I can see your taxes. Okay, so you can have your other 10% waived, but the fee from Merrill Lynch or whoever's managing your money, you'll never waive that. But you can possibly waive the one with the IRS. If you're taking the money out, if it was due to COVID, if it was someone sick, you had to relocate, not buying a house, going to school. So they call it higher education. Things like that, they will say this, they're still going to charge you the 10% in the beginning, the company. But when you get your 1099-R, it's going to have a code. Okay, and that code is going to tell the system, it's going to tell the IRS the reason you pulled the money out. So your paperwork be talking about you and you don't even know. Okay, so y'all definitely should be looking at that, because I just did, like I said, the one I just threw, the tax transcript I just showed y'all, her code was 1. So that's just regular, general, nothing special. Boom, you know they're going to tax her because she didn't take it out for no special reason other than quit the job, and you wanted the money. Worst thing y'all can do, okay? Worst thing y'all can do. Don't pull your money out of your 1090, out of your retirement until you figure out how not to pay taxes on the money, okay? Slow up, okay? Talk to a tax advisor, okay? Okay? Get a couple, think about stuff before you do it, just so you don't have to pay no money later. All right, it's 7:47, so I got a good 10 minutes left. I am talking about whether it's 401k or pension, it doesn't even matter. I'm talking about how it affects you tax-wise. So if you were to pull your money out before 52, just because you want to pull it out early, you will be penalized. And the only way you can get around being penalized from the IRS is you're going to have a code, and it's called a distribution code. If you don't believe me, go to Google and put in sample distribution codes, and you will see all of them. Imani Bishop, I got your phone number, girl. Thank you. I'll call you after this, so that you will know what, or the reason you pull the money out. So if you say, hey, I'm pulling money out because I'm about to go to college, you'll see a different distribution code than you would if somebody just pulled it out because they quit their job. Okay. You're welcome, Miss Sharon. Mo says, I didn't even know you can borrow from a pension. Learn something. Absolutely. Let me tell y'all, if you are getting a home, did you know you can borrow from your pension and they will let you repayment? You are allowed, for most pensions, you can have 2 loans. One is your regular loan, okay, that you just, hey, I need the money, I'm short on bills. And then they usually give you the option to do another one, but it's only for if you're going to pull the money out for a mortgage. That is the only other time. But yes, you can borrow, and then yes, you can pull the money out, but I don't recommend it because the money you're pulling out is not going to be making you money on your money unless you're pulling the money out for something else. Okay. So just think about it. Yes, and money. I got you. Thank you, girl. All right. So let me let y'all know about this other program before I go. Let me see. Now, this is posted on my YouTube page, but I'm going to make this video and post this on TikTok, but I just want y'all to see. So right now, credit card companies can you borrow from both at the same time? Yes, you can. If you're the person that's managing your company, whether that be Merrill Lynch or whoever that is, if they allow you to take 2 loans, you can. I know when I was working for the government and I had a thrift savings plan, we could borrow from, we could take 2 loans. All right. Yeah. But you can't borrow, you can't take a loan out and get another regular loan unless you pay the first one off. But they will give you a regular loan and then one for a first-time home buyer. Okay. Thank you, Jewel, man. I appreciate it. It's always good info. I have a tax biz and enjoy your much needed life to others. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I also want to tell you, Jewel, man, please look into being a certified not a certified signing agent, the individual that works with an I-10. Okay. So if anybody has a little side business, you got a notary business, or you're a tax person, look into being a certifying agent. Excuse me. That's what it is. An IRS certifying agent. Basically you help individuals who are trying to get their I-10, but you don't even have to know anything about taxes. Mostly you just need to be able to verify that their passport and the other documents that they're giving you are real. Okay, now I don't know why they expect us to be forensic specialists with no training, but basically I'm going to go, looks like them, it's real. Okay, you sign it, that way they can take it back to their tax person so they can get them I-10. That is a good side hustle. You may think you don't need it, but especially if you're living in Texas or anywhere on the border of Mexico, you need to get you an I-10 to be a IRS certifying agent. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so I got 9 minutes left. I just want y'all to know, I did do a video on my YouTube already talking about merchant category codes. I'm telling you, God is so good. I didn't even know why I did the video, but I'm thinking, dang, a merchant category code. Well, people need to know about it. So y'all know I'm always telling y'all about looking and paying attention to what people are saying about you, right? So now the credit card companies are now creating a new code, and a merchant category code is a code that will list a overview of what you are buying, what you're spending your money on. So if you like to go out to eat or Chick-fil-A all the time, now your receipt may say Chick-fil-A, but to the credit card company, all they're going to do is put it all under one code, one merchant category code that will be restaurants. Okay. Now the credit card companies are now creating a merchant category code for individuals who buy weapons. Let me do my spin around on y'all. Is that crazy or what? Is that not a violation of your privacy or what? It is absolutely. So And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist or anything, because I'm not, but I know what I see. But why would they need to track your gun purchases? Why? They plan on taking them? Okay? Now, I'm not telling people to start buying them in the black market or going and buying from Ray Ray and them off the street. All I'm saying is y'all need to be aware that these things are happening. So if you are making, it doesn't even matter what you purchase. There's a category code for everything, down to escort services. Okay? There is a category code for everything. But now they're going to create a new one for gun purchases. All right. So the state of Florida is actually trying to sue to prevent this from happening. But if the state of Florida is doing it, what is your state doing? Are y'all calling y'all people, y'all attorney generals, or y'all calling y'all congressmen saying, hey, they don't need to be all up in my business like that, because they already in your business. But now they're going to know who has the guns and who don't. But I know who they not tracking got them guns, them damn criminals. Okay. They tracking us, but they're not tracking them. So I'm just letting y'all know. What else going on? I'm going to get to y'all messages in a minute. I posted this on my story. Hopefully y'all checked y'all mailbox and got y'all Equifax settlement check. Did y'all get it? Some of y'all told me y'all got $5. Some of y'all told me y'all got $3. I got $44. Whoop, whoop. Look at God. So if you have not applied for the Equifax settlement, don't worry. It's too late. But we believe in getting settlement checks over here. So if you are not going to classaction.org, you're crazy, okay? And make sure when you go to classaction.org, you look for the settlements that require no receipts, no proof of purchase. Not because you're going to lie, but because don't you throw away your receipts? I know I do. So if I know I supported so-and-so, I know I use Equifax. I know y'all did. And I know they said that my stuff was, I got the email saying my stuff was exposed. So these $44 do not pay for pain and suffering, but they will at least get me a meal at Applebee's to forget temporarily. So please don't be sleeping on y'all pockets. Go to these class action sites and get your change, because that's exactly what it is. But so are them taxes they charging y'all on y'all bills that y'all not paying attention to. All right. I know y'all saying stuff, but hold on. I got two more. How are y'all taking advantage of y'all free internet and y'all free tablets? Now, I have not seen too many of my followers going with the free now. I know a couple of them. I know Lisbeth. I know it's a couple of y'all who actually will go out there and get it. But I'm going to give y'all this. Somebody type this in, okay? It is called Max Sip. The weirdest thing, but MAXSIP. That is the website. That's the company, Max Sip. And it's a internet company, right? But if you are on SNAP, Medicaid, Veterans Disability, you get WIC, you get supplemental Social Security, you got Medicaid, you get Medicaid, you got a Pell Grant, or you belong to any type of Native tribe, then you need to go to MaxSip, that website I just gave y'all, and please get your internet and your free Android tablet. Now, are they going to be tracking what you're doing? Probably, but some of y'all got the Obama phone and y'all still be on there chit-chatting and don't worry about it. So if they are going to provide something that's going to save me a couple dollars, and y'all know stuff is expensive. Now, I know eggs done came down, but I don't want y'all to be getting sedity on me, all right? So we want free stuff. Even if you just give it to the kids and let them play YouTube on it. It don't matter. Let your uncle take care of you, okay? So go to Max, MAXSIP. It's a high-speed internet company. I will repost it on my story on TikTok if y'all don't see it, but please go and sign up. I went and did that for my mama. Hey, Ma, you be on YouTube all the time, so go on and let these people use their tablet and stop using my computer, all right? And then last but not least, let me see. Oh, I have another one. It's called overchargedforchicken.com. Okay. Now, I don't know, nobody will probably want to write that, but that is all one word. Overcharged for FOR chicken.com. That is another settlement site. That one should be like $20, $25. Okay. To give people money back for chicken that was overpriced. Soon they'll have one for eggs, and I hope y'all gonna be on that one too. All right. So let me move on to see what y'all saying, because it's about to be 8. It says, what about home repair? If you're in Florida, you can do the home repair through let me take that back. This is for everybody. If y'all need y'all home repair, y'all need paint, y'all need new roofs, y'all need AC units, all that kind of stuff, y'all need to be calling 211. and ask if they have any home programs. But you also need to call the SHIP program, SHIP. Now, the SHIP program is every state has one, every local government has one. It is through HUD. And basically, they get some money to put aside to help the residents fix up their homes, because people don't usually always have the money. So please ask for the SHIP program, and also ask call 211 to see if they have any home repairs. All right, I have my aunts stay on 211 and SHIP all the time, because she called last week and the people say, hey, we remember you. Your name is first on the list when the new money comes out. I'm good with that. Let her be first on the list. Y'all need to be first on the list too. All right. Let me see what else. The settlement barely covered a 4-for-4 at Wendy's, but at least okay. Let me tell you, it don't usually be a lot of money with these settlements, but I promise you'll be surprised at the end of the year how much extra additional money. I mean, hell, look at your light bill. I would just stop right there. I want y'all to go pull out y'all light bill tonight and look at all them extra charges on there. I bet you they getting a 4-for-4 off of you. Okay, all these extra franchise and cable tax and this, you don't even know them people, and they charge you for it. So if I get a check that's 64 cents, that's fine. It's just paying me back for the surcharge on my electric bill. That's how I got to look at it. Okay. MaxSip, yes ma'am. MaxSip is the website. It is an actual internet company, and you can do it right online to find out if you qualify for the internet and the free tablet. All you got to do is be on one of those programs. Okay. All right, let me see if anybody's saying anything. Y'all know I don't like missing nothing y'all say. Can I get an I-10 if I'm a notary and owe the IRS? Can you get an I-10? If you are a notary, that means you have a social security number, because I've never seen a notary who is not a citizen. So if you are a notary and you owe the IRS, you could be a notary, but you cannot get an I-10 because you probably already have a social security number. An I-10 is for individuals who come over here and they want to work. Get this, y'all, get this. An I-10 is for people who are honest and don't want to make money under the table. They want to come over here and work and pay taxes, but get no benefit. Did you hear what I just said? Okay, so I'm not saying you should have seen. I do think that it's cool to have an I-10, because if you're married to somebody that's a citizen, now y'all can do married filing joint, and you can get a larger tax refund, but you don't really get much with an I-10. But I do respect people coming over and they want to pay their fair share of taxes. So if you know somebody that came over, just trying to do the right thing, got their paperwork, whatever, then go on and tell them they need to get them an I-10. All right. So again, y'all need to be looking at it as a side hustle. It's a great business that ain't never going anywhere. Did you say overpriced chicken? Yes, ma'am. I said overpriced for chicken, FORchicken.com, and go and get you some of that chicken money. Okay. Anything for people who rent. Only thing they're going to have for people who rent is rental assistance. Okay. That's basically going to be it. Not much else coming out. COVID's over, so they ain't going to have those programs as much as they used to. Says, sorry, I meant what the reviewers that you were talking about for the side hustle. What the reviewers that you were talking about. Ooh, Miss Sharon, I don't know what you mean by that. I don't understand that one. I'll wait for you to type it again if you want to. How do you get the I-10 certification? In order to get the I-10 certification, you have to be fingerprinted. The IRS has to do a background check. You basically have to fill out some forms, just some applications, send it in, and they will make the determination if you are a good person based off your background check. And if you pass it, if you pass the background check, basically, then you can become an IRS certified agent. It isn't much that you have to do. But I definitely think that it is something that you can do. And it's called an IRS certifying agent. Okay. If you're a notary already, then you don't need an I-10. So if you're a notary already, then you just you can just type on Google I-10 certification. Excuse me. Don't say that. An IRS certifying agent. That is actually what it is. It's called an IRS certifying agent. And you can charge up to $200 for that. Okay, so it pays way better than a notary. And okay, thank you, Miss Sharon. So it pays way better than a notary, and people are going to need it. So to me, you can't go wrong with having some certifications. Worst thing they can do if they don't like it is take it away. Okay. Let me see if I put anything else on here on my phone. All right, I did the MaxSip. Let me see. What is this? Oh, about to go, but I got to tell y'all this. If y'all got your SBA EIDL loan and you got more than $25,000, you need to go and look up your state's UCC filing. UCC stands for Uniform Commercial Code. Now, basically, that is a lien. Okay, so if you got an SBA EIDL loan, please tag somebody and tell somebody, because I am going to make this a video on TikTok. But if you, yes, MaxSip is a telecom company. Absolutely. That's where you're going to get that internet and that tablet. So yes, ma'am, Yodelee, you got it. Okay, so if you got an SBA EIDL loan for more than $25,000, they have already placed a lien on your business. Now, the reason I'm telling you to check this out is because you need to read what they put in the comment. Now, I ain't gonna show y'all all my business or nothing, right? But I'm gonna need y'all to make sure y'all look in part 4 or section 4 under the finances statement. And basically, it's gonna tell you what they put a lien against. And I think all y'all should go and take a screenshot, because you need to know in the event you don't pay. Because I run into people all the time and I be like, girl, did you pay? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, don't. Because you don't know what they put in there. You don't know what you sent, because you probably went to some or anybody to do your EIDL loan, and you don't know what they put on when you had to send in that form saying, because IRS asked everybody to fill out a form to send in, basically because they were going to create these UCC statements. So they kind of wanted to know what you had so that they can write this up. Most of y'all's are going to be different. So please make sure y'all go and look that up to see what they plan on seizing from you in the event you don't pay them. Not saying that y'all will, but y'all definitely need to be aware of that, okay? All right, I'm gonna see if y'all said anything else. Just let me look. I'm trying to see if if I missed anything. Okay, and y'all, and I did take a picture. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see, let me move this back. This is one of those letters from the IRS that I was just telling y'all about. Oh shoot, hold on, before y'all see my whole thing. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see it, but the CP is right there at the top. If it says CP, you need to screenshot that letter immediately, because they will not ever have another copy of that available for you. Okay? Oh, look at that. Look at that nice IRS letter somebody sent me being audited. Okay? It's in here, y'all. And last but not least, and I'll let y'all go, please make sure y'all have y'all 1095s from healthcare.gov, okay? A lot of y'all taxes are getting rejected because y'all are forgetting about columns A, B, and C. You guys are forgetting that you have to put that number in. When you do, if you already have a refund amount, your refund will probably go down, okay? Because basically this is the government saying this is how much we put up for y'all, and we're gonna need some of this. We're gonna need some of this credit back, all right? So please don't forget to get y'all 1095 forms. If you can't get it, call healthcare.gov and ask them for the information in columns A, B, and C, so that you can give it to your tax person to put it in, because they will not send you a second one. They don't fax, they don't remail, all right? Okay, amendment done. Woo, woo. I know that's right, Chronic Girls. Congratulations. The site for the UCC filing, Miss Cassie, it depends on your state. Every state has their own separate website, so I wouldn't want to tell you yours. All you got to do is go to Google. Y'all know that's my friend. And type in whatever state you are and then UCC filing. And you will be able to go to a search box and search your name, and you will see that statement, that filing that they put against you. Please screenshot it or save it, download it, whatever, so that you always have it. Because a UCC lien will not go away unless the person who put it in removes it. So you pay off your loan and the SBA never takes it off. Your business has a derogatory mark against you until somebody removes it. So please do that so you don't mess up your business credit. You said I tried Max, it's not working. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me make sure I ain't giving y'all MaxSip. Oh, okay. So let me just do this then. It is MaxSip. Yeah, MaxSip Telecom. I don't know if y'all can see that. MaxSip Telecom. That's it right there. So if y'all went there, that is where you go and get that free tablet and your free internet. MaxSip Telecom. Okay. So it should work. If not, please let me know. I'll send you the link. Thank y'all again. It's 8 o'clock. For most of y'all, y'all know y'all been telling me to go. It says, what all can you file on your taxes if you own a home? Well, the only thing you really can file on your taxes now if you own a home is your 1098T. Your 1098, which is your mortgage form. If your home is not used for a business, the only thing that you can write off for your home now is if you have a daycare business in your home. But other than that, you are going to have to do a self-employment, which is a Schedule C, and you will have to make write-offs based off of those expenses, not home stuff anymore like it used to be. So they are moving away from personal exemptions and personal exemptions and itemizations to now they want it more business-like. So I would not try to use your home to make a lot of write-offs because there's not much you can write off anyway. Okay? Bye, Mo. See you later, Miss Cassie, and I'll see you guys on Monday. All right? Y'all have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. And shamikasaves.com, send me a message. I will help you out. See y'all later. Bye.